The Sound.
The sound of Cambridgeshire.
With everything you need to start your day.
BBC Radio Cambridgeshire.
Just a few days left to nominate a community hero for a BBC Radio Cambridgeshire Make a Difference Award. They could be a fundraiser, a volunteer, a carer, a great neighbour, or they might be someone who does their bit to help nature and the environment in Cambridgeshire. They could be a perfect fit for our Green Awards. Up the Garden Bath is a community project that works to reduce waste in Peterborough, and Dave Poulton is their co-founder. Morning, Dave.
Morning, Dotty.
Some fabulous creations that you put together at Up the Garden Bath. Just explain exactly what you do.
Okay, well, we take old bathtubs and we upcycle them into educational planters. We then donate them planters to schools, community centres and care homes. We take our planters in and we teach people all about recycling, gardening, growing their own food, sustainability and wildlife preservation.
This just ticks so many positive environmental boxes. How did you come to be doing this kind of thing?
I'm going to be honest, I was struggling to get back into employment after a period of ill health, and I thought, let's try something different. A neighbour was throwing out a bath. I grabbed that off them, we upcycled it, and that was the start of Up the Garden Bath.
Do you know, I think that a lot of people, suppose you lose your job or you lose some of your hours at work, you find yourself with more time on your hands, you start volunteering or helping out a local community group to kind of fill the time and give yourself something to do, and then something more significant comes of it. I don't think you're the only one, Dave. I think it happens all the time.
Yeah, definitely. Large oaks grow from small acorns. What can I say?
A very environmental way of putting it. What sort of impact do the features that you create and also the education services that you provide, what kind of impact do you see them having?
Oh, they bring communities together. We also identify areas around Peterborough that have become a little bit run down and are renowned for fly tipping. And then we go in and we work with the local community. We install our planters. We create a project that brings people together. It's just raising awareness that you can upcycle anything and you don't need expensive greenhouses or plant pots to grow food. You can literally use anything. And knowing how to grow your own food is a life skill we all should have, Dotty.
So can you really grow carrots in an old bathtub?
Yes, you can grow carrots in a upturned street cone, which we have done as well. You can grow food and plants in anything. You can start them off in yoghurt pots on your windowsill and then just keep moving it forward.
You can grow carrots in a traffic cone?
Oh, yes, and we have done it at a local community centre. We literally turn it upside down. Bear in mind, the traffic cone is orange.
Yeah.
So when all the green carrot tops are coming out the top, it actually looks like a giant carrot. So, yeah.
I sense a project. If I can get hold of an old traffic cone, then we might have our very own BBC Radio Cambridgeshire garden. When would I need to be planting my carrot seeds?
It's later in the year, and just spread them out thinly. Carrots will literally grow in anything.
Right, okay. What else have you grown stuff in then? Because you've clearly diversified just from baths.
We specialise in baths predominantly. We have upcycled an old toilet, a couple of sinks. We do many different projects around the city. We're currently running a collaborative retail project in Queensgate. We've got our own shop, and we're using the revenue from the shop to fund what we do. It just means we can do a lot more.
I remember that because you opened it sort of 6 weeks before Christmas, didn't you, or thereabouts? Yeah. How has it been?
It's been amazing. We've generated over £170,000 in sales for small local businesses, so we are paying it forward. We've sort of turned the whole community project on its head. Normally, community projects are the ones asking for money, whereas we as a community project, we're generating money for other small businesses. So, yeah, what an amazing project and what an amazing impact we're having on people's lives.
And how many volunteers do you have, Dave, helping out?
We have a regular bank of volunteers. We also have people constantly wanting to volunteer. We go a lot into schools, so there is safeguarding issues when it comes to volunteers. We've got to make sure everyone's DVS checked, etc. We always want more volunteers. We've got so many big projects coming up. We're about to put a number of baths into Central Park in Peterborough, So that's a massive project coming up. So yeah, if you're interested in volunteer, just go through our website and contact us.
Wonderful. Dave, lovely to talk to you. Dave Poulton there, the co-founder of Up the Garden Bath Community Project in Peterborough. You never know, one of their volunteers could be worth a little nomination for a BBC Radio Cambridgeshire Make a Difference award, or given that they work with the environment and making nature better in our county, championing the environmental cause, maybe that could be for the green category as well. Worth a thought. If you know somebody who just does what they can to help others in our county, that's exactly the kind of person who deserves a nomination and to whom we would love to give one of these trophies. See the categories online. bbc.co.uk/make a difference is the address you need. You'll see the full terms and the privacy notice on there. Nominations are open now. They close really soon. It's close of play on Sunday night, the 10th of March at 11 p.m. is your deadline.